Alright, obviously we have a situation with our GPS positioning. This is land, and this is apparently us. The bay that we're actually in at the moment is this one here. We've decided to bail on that bay and go over here to Karajaran, Gimla area. But I got to figure out on the way over there why our GPS position is not showing us correctly, so I might have to reboot the systems. I'm Barry.
I'm Ansha.
This is the continuing journey of Sailing ABC. Cast your minds back to late August of last year when we had our first patron on board for a wonderful week, and that of course was Michelle. Well, Michelle is back here. Michelle!
Hello!
How's it going, my man?
Good, and guess what?
What?
The shop was open.
Oh, fantastic. So we have cold beer and vast amounts of wine.
That's it.
Good. Michelle is back here with his wonderful wife, Janan.
Hello! Thank you. Where's David?
And we are going to stay at their place overnight. They've got a big apartment up on the high hills overlooking Cash, and they've got a pool. So that's one thing that we're looking forward to. But also, it's great company. That's our adventure for today.
Yes. Salad, booze, swimming gear. I'm set.
We just had a wonderful P-Day lunch that we ordered in, and now it is time to go and enjoy some sunshine out at the pool. How's it going, Kev? Not too bad.
Tie off.
Somebody has to do this. It's hard.
Look at the little piggy boars. This is the boar family that lives around here. Let's see if I can get down and get closer without scaring them all. Wow, so many piglets.
I wouldn't want to be sailing north today. We're getting gusts of about 35 knots to 40 possibly later on. Passerelle is making its way closer to the pontoon, so you know it's easy to get on and off at the moment. Let's have a look to see what the water's like at the end of the pontoon. Most of the action, but they're trying to secure this catamaran. At the moment it's only held on with one thin line. They're trying to double it. Cool. So these guys are doing an awesome job. Chocky. No, it's all good. Barry's missing this. He's asleep. He was awake chatting and drinking last night. Missing the whole thing. This morning it's as calm as anything. You'd never know that we'd had really big winds last night. It's lovely. Sun's shining, it's really warm. Definitely a good summer's day. there's even someone swimming, look. Some of you might not know what this is. It's a mangle, or a hand wringer for clothes. I got this in December 2019 when we were in Greece on the Hard, and it's taken up until now, which is the middle of May 2021, to actually get it so that we can fit it on here and I can use it. It's been a bit of a process. First of all, we tried to mount it just on the rail, but it swung around and I couldn't get anything done. Then we decided that when we came back to Turkey, we would have a mounting block made and we could mount the mangle onto the mounting block. But you'll remember that this last year has been all about fixing major things on the boat, so the mangle has taken a really back step. So as I said, here we are in the middle of May 2021. We've had this made. That wasn't an easy process, but it's done, and so I'm going to have a go and see if, now it's mounted, if it works properly. And here are some I prepared earlier. So excited. Yay! Oh my god, 2 years in the making and it's working. Woohoo! Of course I don't really need it while I'm in the marina because there's a laundry. We're off!
We are. Yeah, it's Monday. It's around about 10 o'clock in the morning. We've prepped the boat. We've disconnected from shore power. And we're just about to go to the fuel dock to fill up our tank because it is a windless day, so therefore we'll be using the iron sail. We're heading north. We're hoping to get as far north as Cheshme, but who knows where we might get to and what we might see along the way.
We're not going to Cheshme today.
No,
That's
not
a
today.
bit far.
No. Today is 6 hours up to Butterfly Valley.
Yeah.
And this time around, we've got a new buddy boat. It's Barbara Ann with our mate Kev. Right, let's get this iron engine fired up.
Fueled up.
Fueled up, and off we
Go!
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll put our fence on that side, slip that line,
Yeah.
you're going to drop the slime line.
Yeah. When do you want me to drop the slime line?
Actually, I'm going to hold this line and you can slip it. Take this line on there. As soon as that slide line's clear, let me know. Yeah, might as well. My line for me, please. So, presumably, the fuel guy is going to want to take your boat first. So give it to him, step off, take my stern line, get that wrapped around, pass that back to me, step on, and then take the bow off him. Because he can hold it. He doesn't need to go back to the boat.
So I'll tie it onto the last big one.
Yep. Just try it on. Right, step up when you can.
Yeah, will, yeah.
Now that one there will do. was the longest time sitting at the fuel dock, but it actually gave us some time to put the dinghy up. Kind of worked out well.
Yeah.
So we've topped up with 146.2 litres. So when we came in, we still had a quarter of a tank left, which was quite good. So we had quite a big margin of error, which is good to know for future reference if ever we have to make a big run and we don't want to refuel. So happy about that.
Yeah.
6 hours, give or take.
Yeah, we'll be there. There's our sailing buddy Kev in Barbara Ann.
Once again, we are sailing past Patara Beach. It's a big important beach for nesting turtles, and when you're actually on the beach looking out towards the water, it very much reminds us of a Queensland beach, an Australian beach, because it's just so big and long and sandy. As we look further up the coast from Patara Beach, we can see a headland up ahead. Looks quite near, but it's actually going to take us 2 hours just to get to that headland, and then another hour and a half, 2 hours around there to where we want to go, which is of course Butterfly Valley.
God!
You meet all sorts of dickheads in this world.
Some idiot was sailing, he had both his sails out, he was over on our starboard side doing his own thing, and then he comes across our bow, which is fine because he has right of way. So we steer to go around his stern, and then the next thing we know, there's this. I'm looking and I'm going, what's that?
A little yellow filament, and I'm going, is that off our sail?
There's a fishing line
out the back, and he's crossed across our bow with this fishing line out the back.
So we did a sharp, well, more than 90-degree turn, and it snapped across our sail because we've got the head sail out, but it went right over our bimini. I got the knife out, I was going to cut it, but it had gone too far across the bimini. Next thing you know, it had caught on our antenna. Luckily Baz managed to push the antenna down and it flipped up, but what a stupid
Selfish,
thing to do.
Ignorant prick.
Yeah.
The words that come to mind.
So if you're ever sailing and you are trailing a fishing line,
don't cut across somebody's bow.
Meanwhile, we've got our buddy boat Kev behind us, and hopefully he hasn't had the same issue, because even if it hadn't been flying in the air, I don't even know how it was flying in the air, it could have caught up in our props. I mean, seriously? We've got the head sail out. It's flogging a bit because we've only got about 7.5 knots of wind, but it is actually giving us about half a knot of extra speed over ground, so that's good.
We are about 45 minutes out from our destination of Butterfly Valley. We don't know how busy it's going to be when we get there. It is a very popular place for day tripper boats and gullets. We also don't know whether this swell is going to affect that particular anchorage. We don't know whether we can actually anchor or whether we've got to take a line ashore. We don't know whether there's a restaurant jetty that we can tie up to if we do decide to stay there. There's a lot of don't knows about this. It's all about eyeballs when we actually get there. Our bailout plan, of course, is to go over to the Karajara and Gemla area where we know we can get protection from the swell. We can also swing freely if we want to, or we can take the line ashore to Gemla Island itself. So we'll find out in about 45 minutes. Talking about line ashore, here's our line ashore person now, already in the line ashore uniform.
First mate's job, Captain.
This is the entrance to Butterfly Bay. It's actually beautiful, but the swell is way too much for us tonight. But we're just checking it out for when we do come back, when the conditions are better. It's like something out of Journey to the Centre of the Earth. It's beautiful. So you have to get really close to the shore to be able to drop your hook if you've only got 50 metres of chain like we have. Yes, he's tied back to some rocks there. So next stop, either Gemala or Karajaran.
Alright, obviously we have a situation with our GPS positioning. This is land, and this is apparently us. The bay that we're actually in at the moment is this one here. We've decided to bail on that bay and go over here to Karajaran, Gimla area, but I got to figure out on the way over there why our GPS position is not showing us correctly, so I might have to reboot the systems. Okay, so I just switched all of the instruments off. Waited for 30 seconds and then powered up the system. The GPS is now showing us probably where we are. I'm not quite sure, and I won't know until I get into close quarters in Karajaran to confirm, but it's certainly better than it was. We're no longer on land. Okay, 45 minutes to Karajaran, Gemla area from here, and we'll decide exactly what we're going to do on the way over there.
It's great to be back here again. It's just such a beautiful bay, and it's so easy to moor here because Jana takes the line and feeds it around, and you just tie it onto the other cleat on the other side. It's easy. It's great. And then tonight we'll just give him a little hoy and he'll come and pick us up.
I've got one quick question for you guys and girls. I want you to let me know in the comments down below which are the YouTube sailing channels that you watch, and what is it about their presentation style that really attracts you. And also, just before we do go, I got to say hello and welcome aboard to Terry Ball, who is our newest patron. Welcome aboard, Terry. It's great to have you joining our patron family.